to Pineras. Across court to Achuez. And now Pablo Vargas making the run forward. Here's a chance for Vargas. Took one extra touch than was needed, but laid it off to Gonzalez. He came very close. Hernandez to Escobar. Vanegas. Escobar once again. Back to Vanegas. Cesar Perez on now for the Andinos. Back to Vanegas. He's seen a lot of the ball early. So a score prediction coming in from Tom Lynch, 4-2 to the Andinos. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Salas, and trying to get the return there. Juan David Sanchez. Achuez. Vargas being pressed up high. Vanegas. Inside to Salas, who gives it away to Pineras. Pineras resets. Vargas flicks it over the top. And the ball's broken loose. But no one there to add the finishing touch for the Condors. Perez to Salas. Achuez trying to fire off his shot. A good tackle from Achuez. And appeals for a foul. John Claver's whistle is gone. It's a handball. But what way is he pointing? A handball called on the Andinos, going the way of the Condors. Now a free kick for the Condors just outside the area as the timeout has been called. We'll be back in just a moment. Make sure you stick around to see what's to come. And we're back underway. A free kick on the edge of the Condors penalty area. It's Achuez who's lining it up. Achuez to Gonzalez, who's found the back of the net via a deflection. But the Condors talisman scores on his return to put his side in the lead. A calm and collected finish, just finding the gap and doing what he needed to. Not hit with an awful lot of power, but just enough to beat Hernandez in net. And the onus now is on the Andinos to respond. Perez chips it forward. Lovely touch from Vanegas, but a good tackle from Sanchez. Velasquez will take that one from across the court. Perez. Salas. Down the line to Vanegas. Back to Perez. Vanegas once again. Perez. Velasquez. Perez making the run forward. Velasquez opts back for Salas. And Velasquez under pressure. The Condors win it back up high. And fired off the left did Rodrigo Silva, but couldn't quite find an opening. Gonzalez! That one was heading for the bottom corner. A strong right foot from Hernandez to push it away. And Rodrigo Silva, this time the shot was blocked, and I believe the ball wasn't disposed of correctly off the line. It's gone back to the Andinos. In fact, I'm not sure, but I think the foul was given maybe for a handball down the line for Perez, but the number 5 not going to get there. Juan David Sanchez to Silva. Now Diego Gonzalez chips it forward. Achuez trying to head it in the direction of the goal, but couldn't quite do so. Christian Mejia back on. Vanegas taking his first spell on the bench. Salas. Perez. And Perez running into trouble there. Gonzalez. That one going behind for a corner. In fact, no, it's not. A bit of confusion amongst the referees and the players, but the Andinos will get this one back. And Perez looks down the line for Mejia, but couldn't quite reach him. Silva sends it long, looking for Achuez, who tried to do something audacious, but wasn't able to keep it in play. It's Oscar Gongora on now for the Andinos. Eddie Garrido for the Condors. Velasquez out wide to Perez, who chips it forward. Mejia circles back around and gives it to Gongora. Back to Mejia. Gongora. Mejia once again down the line, looking for Velasquez. Garrido conceding the foul. Velasquez. Mejia inside to Perez. Gongora. Mejia in trouble now, but has done well to hold possession. However, that switch to Velasquez rather aggressive, as Gonzalez will get play restarted. Achuez back to Silva. Now Gonzalez down the line to Garrido. Mejia on his way and giving away the foul there. Christian Mejia for blocking Eddie Garrido out of the play. It's Oslin Escobar and Claudio Campesano who check back on for the Condors. Rodrigo Silva standing over this one. In fact, it's Escobar. Silva goes down the line. Escobar, Silva given away. But the Condors do well to win it back. Eddie Garrido will take the sideline kick in for the Condors. Lays it off the line to Escobar, who nabs at it with the toe poke. And that one going the way of the Andinos. Referee Albert Miyembe on the far side pointing it out. Perez looks over the top. Escobar, Mejia heads it back to Escobar. Garrido given away in the center. Good block. It's fallen to Mejia. But that's a brilliant save from Juan David Sanchez. Corner comes out and marginally wide there. The ball from Perez to the back post. Looked to pick out the head of Christian Mejia, who dove with the ball with everything he had, but couldn't quite find the target. Sanchez, Campesano, Rodrigo Silva, got to be careful. And putting that one into touch as a result of the pressure. Gongora. Perez. Escobar. Nice build-up play from the Andinos. What can they make happen? Gora makes the forward run. Mejia looks for him. It's intercepted by Vargas, but Perez picks it up. And Perez slicing at it with the left boot. Escobar almost able to keep that one in, but just seeing it over the touchline. Gora. Escobar. Gora. Back to Perez. Escobar tries to flick it down the line to find Mejia, but giving that one away there, Jorge Escobar. Escobar at the back here. Pinarez. Vargas. Over the top early. Escobar heads it back to Mejia, who tries to play it through to Gongora. Austin Escobar for the Condors now. Javier Pinarez. Good ball forward, but couldn't quite find Campesano's run as Seb Correa checks back on for the Condors. Correa trying to burst down the flank. Pinarez doing a solid job defensively. Perez. Jorge Escobar. Mejia. Perez. And Correa has it pinched off him. Pinarez. Campesano. Good first time ball out to Vargas. Down the line. Pinarez. Vargas at the top of the area. Forced all the way back to Campesano. The Condors will reset. Campesano looks to flick it down the line. And that one all the way through to Sanchez, who clears it into touch. Mejia back to Sebastian Correa. Perez, he's played a lot of minutes so far. Correa looking to go down the wing, but in the safe hands of Juan David Sanchez once again. Campesano. Pinarez. Lovely feat from Pinarez to skip the challenge. Now the Condors are breaking. And I thought that might have been a foul. The referees let play continue. Escobar. Back to Mejia. Correa. Correa tries to parallel flick that one down the line, but couldn't pick out Christian Mejia. The Condors will get this one back. It's Vargas. Inside to Pinarez. One off him by Escobar. Now here's a chance for Mejia. A solid tackle coming in from Austin Escobar of the Condors. And a timeout called by the Andinos with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. 1-0 to the Condors, courtesy of Diego Gonzalez's goal at the midpoint of the first half. We'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment. And the teams coming back onto the field of play after the timeout. It's Escobar, Vargas, Pinarez and Campesano for the Condors. For the Andinos, Vanegas, the captain, comes back on and fires early. But another smart save from Juan David Sanchez. Correa up the line to Escobar. Now to Vanegas. Gives it away. Pinarez oncoming with the pressure. But that one rolling through to Sergio Hernandez in net. Vanegas. Escobar back to Vanegas. Inside to Escobar. Vargas. Sanchez rushing his clearance and putting it into touch. Vanegas, side ball taken quickly. Escobar, but his opposite name, Austin Escobar, coming in there well to defend. And fired off the right boot to Fernando Salas. Couldn't keep the effort down. Sanchez, long throw. That one trickling through to Hernandez, who plays it on the floor to Salas. Now here's Vanegas. Lovely ball over the top, but cleared away by Austin Escobar, who's had a very good game so far. He's been doing his defensive duties extremely well. Fernando Salas. Jorge Escobar looks for the line but couldn't connect. Campesano. Austin Escobar. Back to Campesano. Plays Vargas on the wing. Vargas getting the ball stripped from him. And now Jorge Escobar, but the block coming in from Pablo Vargas to make up for the error. Sanchez releases it quickly, looking for Austin Escobar. And Vanegas looking to beat Pinarez down the line. Vanegas. Salas. Switches it to Correa. A good first touch. Wesley Vanegas looking to make something happen just before halftime. 30 seconds left for the Andinos to respond. Jorge Escobar trying to play it through. Pinarez. Now Austin Escobar. Down the line to Pinarez, who mistouches. And with 13 left on the clock, the Andinos are in possession. Salas sends it long to no one. Another Condors will get one last chance before halftime. Vargas. Campesano. Plays it forward. Escobar. But the time's going to expire. The Condors lead 1-0 at the halftime break. Diego Gonzalez, the provider. We'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment with all the second half coverage. And both sides getting ready to take the court after halftime. Eddie Guerrero, Claudio Campesano, Pablo Vargas, and I believe the number 10, Austin Escobar, will take the court for the Condors. For the Andinos, in fact, it's the number 11, Yimiachuez. For the Andinos, it's Correa, Vanegas, Perez and Oscar Gongora. That ball trickling out on the far side. The Condors will get play restarted. Vargas in the middle, gives it away to Vanegas. It's fallen to Gongora. But Campesano comes in to mop up the danger. And the Condors will get it back through Sanchez. Needed to take a little bit off that throw, and Achuez could have been away, but it's gone out of bounds for a sideline kick for the Andinos up the other end. Correa. To Vanegas rather. Now Perez. Correa. Perez making the run forward. Correa in a tussle with Campesano. Vargas picks it up. Now here's Garrido. Garrido fires off the right. Condors are vulnerable if they get caught in the break. It's only now that they've just managed to get Achuez back as Vargas plays it back to Achuez. Vargas on the right wing. Down the line for Campesano. And picked up by Hernandez, who plays it over the top quickly. And Vanegas, even in all his might and glory, unable to keep that one in the field of play. It's Achuez. First time ball from Vargas, just about finds Garrido. Garrido wins the foul for the Condors. Perez adjudged to have used too much physicality on the youngest player on the Condors side. Vargas, Campesano switches it with Achuez. Pressure on coming from behind in Wesley Vanegas. Achuez has to be careful here and concedes the sideline ball. In fact, it's a foul going the way of the Andinos. So a foul going the way of the Condors against the Andinos rather. Achuez heading that one toward the target. Correa. And now Oscar Gongora going for a run. But Vargas putting in a well-timed block to send it behind for a corner. Vanegas tries to cut inside. Still going Wesley Vanegas. Perez. Correa. Down the line to Vanegas. Inside to Correa. Didn't fall for Gongora, but he's picked it up now. And Ton Claver pointing the way of the Andinos, who will have a chance of themselves to test out one David Sanchez on goal from this set piece. It will be Vanegas to take it. Tries to find the corner. Rebounds back out to Vanegas. Gongora was there. Palmed away by Sanchez. And the Condors will get it back up the other end. Achuez. Back to Rodrigo Silva. And the fouls really racking up for the Andinos. I believe that's their third of this second half. Rodrigo Silva blasts it into Vanegas. The Condors the Andinos rather look to break away now through Gongora. He's gotten on the outside of Yimi Achuez. And the Condors with another foul to add to their tally now. Early fouls racking up. 5 fouls inside the opening 5 minutes of the half. And another one. A handball called on Yimi Achuez. So both teams on 3 fouls. Could we see that coveted 10-metre penalty mark come into use later on in the match? So a free kick for the Andinos in a relatively threatening area. The left footer Sebastian Correa to take it. And it's been blocked by the wall. The Condors clear their lines. Mejia to Correa. Correa. And trying to play that one toward the back post. But no one there in yellow. Sanchez plays it to Campesano. Across court to Rodrigo Silva, who loads up on the left and sends it in Garrido's direction. Correa. Out wide to Mejia. Back to Vanegas. Now here's Jorge Escobar in space. Force back to Vanegas. Play out wide to Correa. Somehow has managed to keep it in. Vanegas fires from distance, but well saved and well held by Juan David Sanchez, who's having an excellent game so far. Rodrigo Silva chips it over the top in Garrido's path, but picked up by the Andinos now. They've got numbers forward. Ball looking for the back post. Pinares. Gonzalez wins it back. And now Javier Pinares. Diego Gonzalez finds Silva. The Condors reset in the center to Pinares. Picked up by Vanegas. Now here's the chance the Andinos need. But a well-timed tackle from Diego Gonzalez. And a foul going the way of the Condors. So the Andinos are on 4 fouls now with 13 left on the clock. Eddie Garrido checking off to the bench. Jocelyn Escobar to come on as his replacement. Silva fires toward goal. Hernandez makes the save. And now it's Sebastian Correa for the Andinos. Waiting for options. Flicks it over the top in the Vanegas direction. Javier Pinares. Pinares fires off the right boot, but blocked by Escobar as Fernando Salas comes back on for the Andinos. Rodrigo Silva, a venomous effort off the left boot. It's been parried away for another corner. Gonzalez skying his effort on this occasion. Hernandez to Salas and across to Escobar. Mejia. Vanegas is in space, but can't direct it toward the empty net. Sanchez came out early, missed it. Vanegas got to the ball first, but couldn't find the target. And that one released quickly to Pinares, who does well to keep it in. It's played to Vanegas, who toasts it on for Salas. Vanegas ends up with it again. Pinares gets beyond Escobar, not quite. Pablo Vargas on now for the Condors. Escobar, was he clipped? Pinares back to Escobar, but a well-timed save at the near post from Hernandez. And referee John Claver enforcing the 5-meter radius around the ball. Diego Gonzalez to strike it for the Condors. Looks back down the line. Sergio Hernandez comes out and claims it. Vargas, and it's the 5th foul already for the Andinos with 10 minutes left on the clock. In fact, it goes the other way despite Vargas getting hit in the eye. So now both teams are on 4 fouls. Will we see this game heat up in the closing stages? Will we see some 10-meter spot kicks taken? Lovely ball through from Gonzalez. But Vanegas not taking any risks there, putting that one into touch. The 1-0 lead hanging on by a thread for the Condors. The man on the ball now, Diego Gonzalez. The difference with 10 minutes to go. Escobar fires. It's one in the center by Vanegas, but now it's given away. Pinares couldn't work a shot. Hernandez, long throw, finds Mejia. Lovely feet. Plays it inside, looking for Salas. It was a good idea, but a tough execution that Mejia was unable to conjure up. Gonzalez tries to play it down the line. Gonzalez shifts it over the top. Escobar heads it down. And the Andinos will pick up possession on the far end of the court. Salas, lovely ball through. Escobar, Mejia. Pass was blocked. Pinares, Mejia coming in hard. Pinares still going. Vargas. But Hernandez clearing away. A sideline ball on the commentator's end. Gonzalez to Escobar. Loses out. And now a 2-on-1 for the Andinos. Jorge Escobar. Still going Escobar. But a good recovery challenge from Austin Escobar, who's making the run forward now. Austin Escobar for the Condors. Well saved by Hernandez. And the Andinos are going to look to break. Vanegas. And shoots for his goalkeeper. That's the 5th foul for the Andinos. Wesley Vanegas goes into the book, the captain. But more of a concern for the Andinos is the fact that they are on 5 fouls now with 9 minutes to go, 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go rather. So they're going to have to be careful. Pinares, ball out wide, finds Campisano. And now Vargas, Pinares, Escobar, trying to find Vargas at the back post. Fernando Salas was there to block the ball across. And the Condors have called a timeout. 1-0 the score in favour of the Condors. We'll go to a quick out break and be back in just a moment with all the action.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Sebastian Correa for the Andinos. Finds at the back of the net. And we are level. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I forgot to turn the mic back on, but just got there at the right time. Correa with a crafty finish into the bottom corner. Now the Condors will have to look to draw a foul to get themselves back in the match. Or can the Andinos go ahead and win it? Fired off the right boot did Claudio Campesano. And now Velasquez. The Condors have to be careful. It's fallen to Venegas! But that's a huge save from Sanchez, who refuses to be beaten from open play. Chipped over the top. Correa on the volley. Velasquez gets it out to Correa. And John Claver pointing the way of the Andinos. Chipped in the centre. Headed clear by Campesano. Correa. Can he secure his brace? Not quite. Quick release over the top. It's fallen to Pinares. Well defended from Velasquez. Pinares trying to get past the Andinos number 8, but can't. And fired off the right boot from Claudio Campesano, but couldn't quite hit the target. Hernandez. Correa. Ball over the top. Campesano knocks it down. Now here's Vargas. Achuez. Will the Condors be held to a draw for the second time in a fortnight, or can they go ahead, surge and find a winning goal? Can the Andinos continue winning form, or will they be held at the stalemate by the Condors? 2 minutes and 20 seconds to find out. It's Vargas. Well intercepted by Vanegas. He's got Correa at the back post, but he's missed the chance. A golden opportunity to put Andinos in the lead, and it's been squandered. The Condors will let off there. And down the line, Pinares, shot on the turn. Correa. The Condors have to be careful. They don't want to give away a foul, but as I say that, they have. It's Perez who's gone down this time. And I believe it was Pablo Vargas who was the culprit. In fact, maybe it was Yimi Achuez who picks up a yellow card for his troubles. So a chance for Sebastian Correa to score his second goal of the match and to put 1 foot in the winner's circle for the Andinos. 1 minute and 48 seconds left on the clock, all of which will be played under stop clock circumstances. Sebastian Correa, who levelled from the spot moments earlier, now with a chance to put the Andinos in the lead. Juan David Sanchez in his way, and he makes a big save. Sanchez dove the wrong way, but the outstretched right arm was enough. And now the Condors are on the break. Garrido stumbles over at the crucial moment. A 2-on-1 up the other end for the Andinos. They don't want to give away another foul, but they have. And the Andinos are having everything fall their way now. The foul looked a little bit soft, but the men in yellow are not going to mind one little bit. Will the responsibility get delegated to Sebastian Correa? In fact, it looks like Vanegas will be the man relied on this time. Eddie Garrido going into the book for the Condors. And Wesley Vanegas for a chance to surely now win the game. But another save from Sanchez. Danger not cleared yet. It was Correa that swiped at it, but couldn't get any clean connection. But what a game Juan David Sanchez is having. And Vanegas marginally over. A minute and 29 of stop clock remain. Can the Condors use the adversity to spur them on to victory? A nice long ball from Campesano. Vargas brings it down, and Vargas has gone to ground. Referee not blowing the whistle, but blows the whistle the other way. And the Andinos with another 10-metre penalty. And I think it's Campesano going to the book this time, but you have to feel for the Condors, who thought it should have been a foul up the other end. And in retaliation, went in hard on the challenge and concede a fourth 10-metre penalty. Juan David Sanchez making it awfully hard to be beaten, but he's got another tall task ahead of him. Correa will take for the third time. He's scored one, he's missed one. And what will the outcome of this third situation be? Correa has missed the target. Condors have bitten the bullet for a fourth time. Or for a third time, I should say, they've bitten the bullet. But nevertheless, they're walking on eggshells. And you can see another foul coming. The sideline ball going the way of the Condors. A winning goal is what the game needs. But who will it be for if so? Pinares. All the way back to Vargas, who looks to chip forward. Garrido. Vargas. Back to Garrido. Inside to Pinares. Campesano looks for Pinares. And he's got to be careful there, Pinares. Javier Pinares using an awful lot of physicality. The Andinos getting the sideline ball going their way. Chip forward into Vanegas's feet. Vanegas holds up well. Lays it off to Perez. Now here's Correa. Poor ball, but it's still alive. The danger not cleared yet. Pinares has pulled forward. Campesano has fired wide with 13 seconds left on the clock. That was the chance to win the game for the Condors. Now the Andinos are going to get it back. Hernandez, long throw. Juan David Sanchez plays it to Pinares. A chance for one last shot, maybe. Pinares has fired wide with 2 seconds left. And that's going to be that, folks. This game will more than likely end in a draw unless something monumental happens. Sent long by the keeper, but Juan David Sanchez claims it. And it's a 1-1 draw in the South American Derby. What an entertaining contest of futsal that was. Diego Gonzalez for the Condors, Sebastian Correa for the Andinos. And we'll see you in the next match when Sterling Brasichinga take on the WA Eagles.